You are?
Yeah. We don't have,
No.
all right.
That's good.
Yeah, the last one.
I now call this meeting to order at 5:04 PM. Director Morgan, can you please lead us in the fight song?
Fight, fight, tigers fight.
We are now going to move into a roll call.
President Ali, Vice President Britton, Treasurer Allen, Chief of Staff Hurley, Deputy Chief of Staff Bullock, Director Edwards, Director Bryant, Assistant Director Lane, Director Matthews, Assistant Director Reese, Director Fleury, Assistant Director Animashaw, Director Reyes,
Present.
Assistant Director Paredes, Director Kasaka, Assistant Director Johnson, Assistant Director Dalton, Director Trogdon, Director Icard, Assistant Director Fitzgerald, Director Morgan, Director Scott, Assistant Director Brown, Director Ifeji, Representative Hannah, Representative Achapong, Representative Davis, Representative Abenes, Representative Andrew, Representative Guilford, Representative Osezua, Graphic Designer Lizangworth, Photographer Lahai, Videographer Gineja, Government Operations Chair Kelly, Appropriations Chair Miller, Senator Atalogun, Senator Scromo, Senator J. Williams, Senator C. Williams, Senator K. Williams, Senator Farrell, Senator Hastings, Senator Billy Echo, Senator Rines, Parliamentarian Ekpo, Chief Justice Olojo,
Present.
Deputy Chief Justice Blanton, Associate Justice Breedlove, Associate Justice Ubom, Associate Justice Nikita.
We are now going to move into approval of the minutes. Minutes are approved. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Hear none, see none. Any public participation or student concerns? Hear none, see none. We are now going to move into communications with advisors' remarks.
Happy Tiger Tuesday. I hope y'all had a good weekend, a good day. Today's my birthday, so I'm feeling good. Thanks. I have two announcements for you. The first one is, again, about women in leadership. It is a program that's happening on November 15th. Registration is due by the 11th. And it's an event, the full event is from 11 to 3. It's not just for women, so if you're interested, want to learn some things, I'm very excited about it. You should sign up or register. You do have to be registered to attend, so if you're interested, be sure to do that. My next one, which I think will be interesting for you all and should be a relatively easy lift. There's a new subdivision that's a part of the Student Affairs Division, Health and Wellbeing. It's been up and running for a couple of years. It includes things like your counseling center, health and wellbeing things. So the rec center. There's two new staff that are joining us on campus. It's the mobile crisis response clinicians. So these are folks who, if you are if you're having an emergency and you need some help, these folks will be out and about around, easy to access. We are having a opportunity to meet these two clinicians. It's Cora McElwin and Robert Pettis III. So Thursday, that's next Thursday, November 13th, from 3 to 5 p.m. in the Union in the food court area. So if you happen to be around or if you want to make a point to meet them specifically, this is a resource that'll be available to all students, but it might be nice for you all who are good connectors to your campus community to meet our new mobile clinicians, and then to refer students who you feel like might need their support. So, two new things that you can get involved in. Otherwise, I yield.
Appropriations Committee.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. So Appropriations Committee met today at 3:30, where we voted to partially fund organization's event from the Collaboration Fund. Any questions? With that, I yield.
Government Operations Committee.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. The Government Operations Committee will be meeting this Friday from 4 to 5 in order to go over the new resolutions that are on the floor. Are there any questions? That I yield.
Rules Committee. No report. Attorney General Sonia.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. A few things from me. Give me a second. Never goes to these quickly. So I guess I'm just reiterating some things from the email that I sent last Tuesday. If you didn't get that email, please do let me know. This includes the members who haven't been added to the roster yet. Please do reach out to me. The email basically stated your responsibilities within your jobs generally. It didn't go into exact branch, but then again, we are in November. Those responsibilities should be known to you by now. Like I mentioned before, this is your job, so treat it accordingly. Day of absence request will no longer be taken. For those who weren't present when I said that last week or haven't read the email, that is the biggest takeaway from it. So do not reach out to me 10 minutes before GA claiming some excuse or whatever the case may be, because it will be denied and you will be just considered absent. And yeah, that's it for me. Any questions? With that, I yield.
Chief of Staff Hurley.
Okay, just a few announcements from me. Friendsgiving is November 20th. If you will not be in attendance, please let me know via GroupMe, email, or in person. Just let me know. It is from 6 to 8 p.m. And then I also sent out a message in the GroupMe last week telling everybody to complete the Clifton Strengths Assessment. If you have not completed it by Friday at 5 p.m., I have already told Attorney General Sonia to issue a PDR, so you will be getting that in your inbox. So that'll be coming. You still need to complete it. So if you don't complete it by, I'll give you all until Thursday at 5 p.m. You're gonna be issued another PDR. So get on that, please, and thank you. Just send me a message with your results of the assessment, and we can go from there.
Do you mind repeating what we have to complete?
Clifton Strengths Assessment.
Okay.
Okay, with that, yeah, question. Wait.
That's the one that we did at retreat, right?
Yes,
So if we sent it in, then it's fine.
you need to send it to me again.
Again?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Department of Academic Affairs.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. Next week, Wednesday, in the afternoon at 2:30 p.m., I'm going to be meeting with the provost. So executive cabinet and Senate leadership, be on the lookout for me to reach out to you guys tomorrow. To any things that I'm gonna discuss with the provost and engage you guys for anything you might want me to discuss with them. Any questions? Right, I yield.
Department of Communications.
No report.
Department of Community Outreach.
Hey everyone, happy Tiger Tuesday. If you guys volunteered at the blood drive, just please make sure that you're sending me the time that you did, a picture of you doing it, to me or my AD Cameron, or you can send it in the community service group chat. And just to clarify, that does go towards your 1 hour that you do need with the spreadsheet with that yield.
Diversity and Inclusion.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So if you haven't seen the group me yet, I've been notifying the days of Gen 1 week. It is this week. They just had their unplug and rewind, brain just rest earlier today in the union, in the ballrooms. And tomorrow will be day 3. They will be having FAFSA around and find out from 11 to 1:30 p.m. in the union ballrooms. There will be scholarship opportunities, any help you need with FAFSA and food. And they will also be having the retro rewind today in Paulus at 6 to 9 p.m. And there will be food, mocktails, giveaways, and more as well. Tomorrow they are also having the open mic also in pause from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. where you just come and they will also have food and extra giveaways and things of that nature. If you have any questions, let me know. With that I yield.
Department of Governmental Affairs. Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So last week was the launch of the Ben and Mirta Carden Center for Civic Engagement, Civil and Social Discourse. We will keep you posted on upcoming events that they will have. Today is also local election day, so if you need to go out and vote. So our next event is happening this Thursday. We Are One. It's the I Thank the Immigrants Day of Action. It will take place this Thursday again from 4 to 8. We hope to see you all there right in your country. And we will be sending out a sign out genius because we will begin setting up the ballrooms around 3 p.m. So if you are available, please come out and help. It will count as office hours. Any questions? I yield my time. Department of Health and Wellness.
Hi, everyone. No report.
Department of Marketing.
Hi, happy Tiger Tuesday. Happy Tiger Tuesday. No report.
Department of New Student Development.
Hello, happy Tiger Tuesday. Freshman Council is having an event next week on the 13th. It's a freshman only event. All I have right now is to spread the word. The time is from 7 o'clock to 8:30. Again, it's freshmen only. So if you know any freshmen, you want to talk about it, that'd be great. Location is still TBD. With that, I yield. Thank you.
Department of Special Projects.
No report.
Department of Student Organizations.
Report.
Department of Sustainability.
Hi everyone, happy Tiger Tuesday. So next week is National Recycling Day, and I'm partnering with the Office of Sustainability to have a tabling on Tuesday, November 11th at 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So I'm gonna set up a sign up genius soon in the group chat. If you're able to help me out with that tabling, I appreciate it, and you can have office hours from that. Any questions? Okay, with that, I yield.
Military and Veterans Representative.
Hey guys, happy Tiger Tuesday. Let me pull it up, sorry. Just a reminder that if anybody would like to attend for our military representative celebration tailgate, it will count as office hours. I can resend it in the group meet if needed. And there'll be free food, it'll be a fun time, and I need as many of you guys to volunteer, please, so do that. Thank you, I yield the time.
Fourth Club Council Representative.
Okay, for home events, we have field hockey on Friday, November 7th, and then on November 8th, on Saturday, we have women's rugby and then men's ice hockey, and as well as Sunday, women's softball is playing. And then for away events, we have men's volleyball, we have men's rugby and women's ice hockey, men's ultimate and track and men's ice hockey playing again away. And then some club updates. Golf did not attend their meeting last Friday, but calisthenics did, and they are moving on to the next step. Thank you.
Student Disability Representative. University Residence Representative.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be filling in for Representative Davis today. Last week, Residence Government hosted their Neighborhood Week event, where all the residence halls competed in events and challenges throughout the week. I believe the winner was Glen Tower D, so congratulations to them. On November 18th, Residence Government is hosting a Friendsgiving themed General Assembly. November 18th in the Union Ballrooms DNE from 6 to 8. That will only be open to student residents, not a campus-wide event. Reiterate that. And we're also hosting our Puppy Cafe on December 1st, between 12 to 2 p.m. in the Paul's Pavilion. There will be puppies to play with and final supplies as well. With that, yes.
Director Lee.
Quick question, is the event like an open adoption event, or is it just like you go? It's just a stress reliever event in the midst of finals, so you can play with puppies, feed them, have a cuddle or two. We will have final supplies as well, so grab and go snacks, coffee, possible energy drinks if we can get them, and anything else you may need, pens, pencil, paper. With that, I yield my time.
CAB Representative.
Tuesday, everyone. So tomorrow, November 5th, we have our GM meeting from 5 p.m. to 6:30, I believe, and it'll be in the CAB office. So it's going to be food. So if you have time, do come on out. Next week is when we're going to start rolling out our collabs. We have a collab with NAACP, SBA. So if you are interested, you can come and have a good time. Thank you.
Transfer Council Representative. Here. Freshman Council Representative.
Hello, everyone. No report.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. Hope everyone enjoys their Halloween weekend. Just some reports. First, a resignation to announce. Janiyah Tasker has resigned. Following that, Budget Committee, the budget deliberations will be November 14th. Treasurer Allen will be reaching out to you guys with more information there. Following that. I attended the USM Student Council this Sunday where we met with the student governments of every single member of the University Systems of Maryland, and we discussed campus reports that are happening campus-wide on every campus, as well as the procedure that will be going down soon in selecting the new student region. So look out for more news for that, as well as. All right, member of the week. So can I get a drum roll, please? All right. This member of the week is a first-year member of SGA. They represent a branch that we don't often celebrate as much and is often underrepresented due to the fact that they work behind the scenes and making sure that our organization is held up. So the judicial board these past couple weeks have dealt with several appeals. And this member as well has reached out not just outside of their branch, but they've helped collaborate in event planning and event work. So without further ado, our member of the week is Deputy Chief Justice Blunden. And like always, please return your nameplates to the back and recycle any agendas that you don't want. With that, I yield. Are there any opinions of the court?
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. Okay, so the judicial branch met with a couple of boards over the past couple of days. We met with Vibe Dance Team last Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30, and their appeal was granted. We met with K-pop Dance Group on Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. and their appeal was denied. We met with the National Association of Black Accountants yesterday from 3:30 to 4:30, and their appeal was denied. And then today, from 4 to 5 p.m., we met with Chabad from 4 to 5, and their appeal was granted. And then we have upcoming appeals. We have appeals with Triumph. Tomorrow from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. We have an appeal with the NAACP from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. And then we have an appeal with LASO, the Latin American Student Organization, from 3:30 to 4:30 on the 10th. And then we have the Passion. Okay. That's to be scheduled. And then we have the TU Students for Public Health from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on the 18th. Any questions? Okay, with that I yield.
All right, senators, we are now going to move into a quorum call. Press yes on your clickers to indicate that you are here. Right, and with a vote of 11-0-0, we do have quorum. Are there any motions on the floor? Government Operations Chair Kelly.
Motion to review confirmation resolution number 3.
Are there any seconds?
I second.
Thank you, Senator Scurlow. And with a vote of 11-0-0, the motion to review Senate confirmation resolution number 3 has passed. I'm going to ask Nasir Scott and Nyana Brown, Ashley Thomas to please come to the front and present your case.
Okay, how y'all doing? My name's Nasir Scott, and I was switching from Director of Student Services and Affairs to go to Assistant Director, just to focus on like school and extra like curricular clubs and just kind of take a step back, but still be able to like apply myself. So yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Nyana. I was doing all the planning and communication, so I would officially like to take a step up as director.
Hello, my name is Ashley Thomas, and you guys know me as the representative for Freshman Council. But I would like to step up and become the Assistant Director of New Student Development because I feel like my leadership and my values would be more beneficial helping underage.
Does anyone have any questions for the three of them or anyone individually? Senator Rhines?
I do have a question for Ashley. I'm familiar, you were already in freshman council. Can you touch a little bit more on like what you did, in freshman council and how you feel like that could help for the broader new student development?
So what I did for freshman council, I was the chief of staff, but I was also helping plan events. And also like just helping with everybody, kind of stepping out of my role to help others. Also, like gathering more people to join. And I feel like that would be helpful for both transfer and freshman council. So I feel like I can work all around.
Any other questions? Nyana, how do you plan to accommodate for the increase in your roles and responsibilities as well as the hours increase that come with becoming a director?
Okay, so with the hours, I would just move my schedule around because I do have the time. It's just I wasn't expecting to be the director. It's really no change at all because I was doing most of the works.
Any more questions? If hear none, see none, I'm gonna have you guys step out while we deliberate. All right, would anyone like to speak on their behalf? Appropriations Chair Miller.
I would like to speak on behalf of specifically Ashley. I have had the opportunity to work with her a lot. She was my little, and I've had a lot of conversations with her and the transfer council representative, and just what they would like to see improved, having had that firsthand experience being on the different councils. And she and the transfer council representative talk a lot, and I've heard a lot of ideas from Ashley specifically about how she would like to see things improved. And so I think she would be able to really get hands-on with that in this assistant director role, and I think she's a great fit.
Would anyone else like to speak on anyone's behalf? Senator Rhines.
I'd also like to speak on behalf of Ashley. Well, number one, she's a great girl, great vibe. You always see her smiling and like in the office, being around. But more importantly, she's just great at her job. Yeah, she served as the chief of staff of freshman council. And just administratively, like she was really organized, really responsible. I had the pleasure of sitting in to a freshman council meeting and just seeing how, like seeing her in her element, seeing her work. I think it worked really well under Director Trogan. And it's just all, I don't know, she's just a fit, like she's really one of it. Yes.
Jeffrey Fleury.
Hi, I wanted to speak on behalf of Nyana and Nasir because I have seen both of them inside the office and outside of the office, and I do believe that Nyana does have the right schedule. And I think that Nasir had the vision, but he does not have, he didn't expect the workload. And me also being a director, I did understand, I do understand that the workload is challenging. So for them to switch roles, they both already know which department, like what department they're getting situated with. So I do think you should just give it an ear for that.
All right. Anyone else like to speak on anyone's behalf? Freshman council representative.
Yes, I would also like to speak on behalf of Ashley Thomas. As a freshman council member, she has been very exceptional in what she does, and she goes above and beyond, so she'll be a great role for this position.
Anyone else? Hear none, see none. Are there any motions on the floor? Senator Farrell?
Call the question, confirmation, resolution 3.
Any seconds?
Second.
Thank you, Senator K. Williams. With a vote of 11-0-0, the call to question is passed. We are now going to move to a vote. And with a vote of 11-0-0, the confirmation resolution has passed. Can someone please let them in and hold your applause until they get in here?
So can all of y'all raise your hands and repeat after me, please? I do solemnly affirm that I will faithfully serve the students of Towson University, execute all of the duties and responsibilities of this position, and strive to achieve the high level of expectation that accompanies the position within the Student Government Association of Towson University. I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and all other governing documents of the Student Government Association of Towson University to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Are there any motions on the floor? Government Operations Chair Kelly?
Motion to review confirmation resolution number 4.
Are there any seconds? Thank you, Senator Scarmo. With a vote of 11-0-0, the call to question, motion to review the confirmation resolution has passed. Can Ilias Cohn please step up to the front and present your case?
Hi, everyone. My name is Ilias Cohn. I'm a freshman. Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. My name is Ilias Cohn, Ely. I'm a freshman. I'm applying for Senator Representative of the College of Business and Economics. So as a freshman, I'm fairly new. I would be more than happy to represent my peers in the College of Business and Economics, which is a small college compared to every single one of them. You can notice that at the orientation. I'm an international business major myself, and I love talking with the people around me. I just love expressing myself and hearing them. I'm an honors college student, so I'm a part of Douglas. I love the people around me, the people in my building, and it's about it.
Are there any questions for him? Government Operations Chair Kelly.
What is one thing you would like to achieve with this role?
I would just like to connect our students more between each of them. In the College of Business Economics, it's important to have links between each other, connect the students, and I feel like that's something I would like to achieve first, and then before tackling other things.
Senator Hastings?
Hi, could you speak on past leadership experience you have?
Excuse me?
Past leadership experience.
Past leadership experiences. In high school, I was a president of French Humor Society. I'm French from Ivory Coast, and it was honestly really great. I felt like helping people because I was connected to the teacher, and so I could very much represent the students when they had problems, when they couldn't understand something, and just work towards making the classroom a better environment for every student.
Any other questions? Okay, hearing none, seeing none, I'm gonna have you step out while we deliberate. Okay, would anyone like to speak on his behalf? Senator Rhines?
Sorry, guys, I feel like I speak on behalf of everybody, but it's because I know these people. He's so great. Honestly, yeah, this someone who's so genuine, and has really true, honest intentions about why he must be in SGA to help make it a better place, specifically for the people he represents and his constituents. And I think that we need that kind of fire, that kind of drive, in our administration. Also, his style is so great. Do you guys see, because he was talking about like the half this earlier, and I didn't see the vision at first, but now I do. He kind of fits right in. So I think similar to what I said about the last one, so one fit. We need to catch that one.
Would anyone else like to speak on his behalf? Senator Stromo?
Kind of piggybacking off of what Imani said, I really do see the passion and the drive, and Ely was, and also just another addition. He's a freshman, and that's another new fresh perspective, a new fresh member, and yeah, I think he would be a good fit.
Assistant Director Lane?
So I don't know him directly. He has a really cool name, but I think the fact that he is bilingual will also bring diversity into the SGA and can help reach a broader audience of students who are also international.
Anyone else? All right, hearing none, seeing none, are there any motions on the floor? Senator Farrell?
Call to question confirmation resolution 4.
Are there any seconds?
I second.
Thank you, Senator K. Williams. On the vote of 11-0, the call to question is passed. We are now going to move into a vote. And with a vote of 11-0, confirmation resolution number 4 has passed. Can someone please let him in and hold your applause until he gets in here? All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly affirm that I will faithfully serve the students of Towson University, execute all of the duties and and responsibilities of this position and strive to achieve the high level of expectation that accompanies a position with the Student Government Association, Towson University. I'll preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution
the Constitution,
and all other governing documents
all the governing documents,
of the Student Government Association,
Student Government Association,
Towson University,
Towson University,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my.
Congratulations. Okay, we are now going to move into a Senate leadership election. The first role on the docket will be the President Pro Tempore position. Anyone that is interested may nominate themselves, or if someone would like to nominate someone else, you can nominate them at this time. So I'm going to open the floor to nominations. Government Operations Chair Kelly.
I'll nominate myself.
Do you accept?
Yes.
Are there any other nominations? Once. All right, Government Operations Chair Kelly, can you please come to the front, present your case?
I'm gonna keep it short. Basically, my goal has always been to improve the legislative branch as much as possible. I see someone as a leader who builds up other people. I always try to build up the senators around me, to make sure we're working together, generate a good culture together. That's pretty much always been my goal within SGA, just putting out resolutions and doing what we can to help the student body.
Are there any questions for Government Operations Chair Kelly? Operations Chair Miller?
What do you hope to accomplish as President Pro Tempore?
Honestly, putting out as many resolutions as possible and addressing the needs of the student body as much as we can. I feel like each administration builds upon each other. And so I feel like the more we can build on each previous administration, the more we can do, I think is the best goal to reach.
Any other questions? Senator Kay Williams?
So in light of recent events, how do you feel that you would be able to deal with conflict within the Senate body and keeping the Senate a cohesive body throughout the rest of the semester and next semester?
Yeah, so I think the issue comes down to the SGA as a professional versus a personal space. I feel like a lot of times that line can be blurred a lot. And so basically we have to kind of draw a line in the sand and say, this is a professional environment. This is where we work. This is where people are getting paid to do their job. This is where we're addressing the needs of the student body. We shouldn't be clashing with each other when we're trying to help other students. Our goal is to help other students, not just, get in a spot that you want to be in. That's kind of always been my philosophy. I treat it as a professional job, and I think everybody else should too.
All right, are there any other questions? I have one. So you said your main goal is to put out more resolutions, as many resolutions as possible. How do you combat in that goal the beginning of quantity over quality? How do you make sure that you're pushing out as many resolutions as possible, but you're not losing the quality in the pursuit of that goal?
Yeah, so always meeting with administrators like Senator Farrell and I, we just met with Dr. Hurd concerning his food security initiative and also freedom of speech issues on campus. So I think obviously the goal isn't just to pass a resolution to pass it. Obviously you want it to stick and actually, have the administration respond to that. But obviously I always like having discussions on the floor. Even if you feel uncomfortable bringing something up, you should always at least have a discussion here. This is the place where we at least have a conversation about the needs of the student body. So yeah.
Are there any other questions? I hear none, see none. I'm gonna have you step out while we deliberate. Would anyone like to speak on his behalf? Senator Antelope.
Okay, hi guys. This is my first year in SGA and I've gotten to know, government operations chair Kelly really well. And I could tell you that he has such a great personality. Not only is he like, I can communicate with him and also like talk about things, work appropriate for SGA. And also I do want to point on the fact that he's a neutral person. He comes off as a neutral person, and I think that's exactly what we need in such a space. Someone that isn't like biased or anything like that. And his character and his personality definitely shows for it. And he has been doing such a wonderful job almost every time. He's always on the floor with new resolutions and bills. So I think it would be a good recommendation for pro tempore. Thank you.
Anyone else like to speak on his behalf? Representative Chair Miller.
So I was able to work with Government Operations Chair Kelly a lot last year as a senator, just as both senators, and he has always been very passionate about the legislative branch. And then this year, I've also had the chance to work with him as Senate leadership. So he has always been a fantastic senator, and he has listened to the needs of the student body. And this year, I really got to see him grow as a leader as well. And so I think with the combined Senate skills and leadership skills, he really has grown to embody the role of pro tem.
Would anyone else like to speak? Would anyone else like to speak on his behalf? Senator Farrell.
Just kind of piggybacking off of what everyone else said is like, and also he's been like kind of sitting in as pro tem for the past 3 weeks now, so he already has like the experience to be pro tem. So in addition to what everyone else said, he has been already practicing for this role, so I think he's the right fit.
Anyone else? I'll speak on his behalf, since there's a candidate up there. So Ryan Kelly and I came in as senators around the exact same time. And like Appropriations Chair Miller said, his growth has been incredible. I mean, from day one, he was in here writing resolutions, pushing that standard, and making us all realize how much better we have to be as a senator. But the growth that he's shown this year, not only as a senator and a legislative, workhorse, is his leadership. He has grown from being someone that you can rely on just to write legislation to someone that is setting the standard, setting our legislative priorities, and really pushing and mentoring the people in the Senate. And I couldn't be more proud of his progress, and I definitely believe this is a job he is more than ready and prepared for. So with that, are there anyone else like to speak on his behalf? Okay, hear none, see none. Are there any motions on the floor?
President pro tempore election.
And with a vote of 10-0-0, he has been confirmed as President pro tempore. Can someone please let him in? Hold your applause until he gets in here. Congratulations, President pro tempore Kelly. Seeing as the Government Operations Chair is now vacant, we are also going to hold a subsequent election for the Government Operations Committee. Now, like previously, you can nominate yourself or nominate another senator. So I'm going to open the floor to nominations. Senator Rines.
I would like to nominate Senator Farrell.
Senator Farrell, do you accept this nomination?
Yeah. Yeah. I accept this nomination.
Anyone else? Okay, all right. Are there any other nominations? Going once, going twice, 3 times. Okay, Senator Farrell, please present your case in front of them.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. Throughout my course in SGA, I saw that the strongest piece of resolutions are made in collaboration. And that's exactly what I want to do in support as government operations chair. I want to encourage senators to bounce ideas off of each other, to like ask for input, and more importantly, use their voice. When I first came here, like as a senator, I was kind of nervous to be more independent, but through like other people's encouragement, I've slowly been able to overcome that, and I want to be able to be that pillar of support for current and future senators. As being an independent person is very important to government operations. If I'm appointed chair, I'll make sure senators' voices are not just heard in committee meetings, but also SGA in general, because I believe that's what a leader should be. And I'm fully capable, qualified, and ready to take on the role.
Does anyone have any questions for Senator Burrell? Okay, going once, twice. All right, here none, see none. Have you step out while we deliberate? Okay, would anyone like to speak on his behalf? President Pro Tempore Kelly.
Yeah, so I would like to speak on his behalf. Senator Farrell just seems like somebody who really has a genuine motivation to help people. I noticed that especially in our meeting with Dr. Hurd, like he really has a drive and a motivation to assist other students who may not be able to speak up for themselves. And so I feel like he would fulfill this position.
Anyone else? Senator Sperma?
Working with Kevin in the Senate, I mean, he was working on his food security bill and he didn't just like find research that thought was, oh, it was okay. He really went in depth and made sure everything made sense, made sure everything was right. And I really respected that about him, that he didn't just like push the bill out like on its own, like double checked everything. He's a very organized person and I think he would be very good for the role.
Senator Rhines?
Okay, I'll try to keep it short because it doesn't seem like I have to do much convincing to anybody. But honestly, like if I can speak so candidly, I've actually prayed for times like this. Kevin is one of the like, oh, I can talk about him all day, but he's really great. And if you don't love Kevin, it's weird because he's so smiley, so lovely. But he really does care. It's a genuine passion, and he doesn't stop like off what Senator Sherman was saying. He doesn't stop at just one door closed or one missed opportunity for the student body, but instead he'll call and he'll email and he'll harass administration just to get something done. Oh, not harass. For the student body. More importantly, though, what he was speaking on about standing up for others in light of recent events, I've never seen anything like it. But somebody so passionate about somebody else's situation and sticking up for someone else, and looking out for the well-being of someone else that they're not connected to in any way, it speaks so much about his character. And I think people like that are genuinely one of a kind. And if he wants it, we should throw it at him.
Anyone else? Appropriate Chair Miller?
Senator Farrell really is an amazing individual. I remember even going back to retreat, he was always asking questions. He wanted to learn about the role. He wanted to learn everything that he could. And what really sticks out to me is first day of school, when we're in the office, he's already asking about resolutions. He's talking to people. He's the first one you go to if you want to like talk something out with him, like see if we want to like bounce ideas off of each other for a resolution, anything like that. And I think the fact that we know we can go to him as a senator means that he will be an incredible person in Senate leadership, not only with his ideas, but with his personality and like his want to help people.
Senator Kay Williams?
So a lot of people have talked, and I just kind of want to reiterate that Senator Farrell, he's a great individual, like one of the best people you'll ever meet in your life. But working with him as a senator, like it's been apparent that he's a person with strong input. Like Appropriations Chair Miller was just saying, he's someone who will be able to talk with you about your legislation, and even in committee meetings, he might pick apart your legislation, but he's also doing that to work towards a better resolution for you. So I feel like that's somebody that would be great to be in Senate leadership, somebody that's able to work with you to make your resolutions and your legislation better than what it was when it first came out, so.
Assistant Director Lane.
Okay, so I was covering a story for, it was a protest, and I saw Senator Farrell there. It was a democracy thing. Anyways, I saw him there, so it kind of reminded me that he is not just advocating for the student body, he's advocating for people on the national level, the international level, the state level. So I think that's very important.
Would anyone else like to speak on his behalf? I'll speak on his behalf as well, since there is only one candidate once again. Senator Farrell, I first met Senator Farrell when he was campaigning to be a senator. We also shared a class together in which his country attacked my country, but we'll put that aside for now. But Senator Farrell, the main thing I want to echo, similar to what Assistant Director Lane said, is that this doesn't stop at SGA for him. He's been advocating long before he ever stepped in our doors. He works with food recovery. He works with several networks of advocacy, not just on campus, but outside campus. SGA is not the end goal for him. It is simply the thing to facilitate his true advocacy and his true care, not just for the student body, but for human beings in general. I mean, we've heard all the wonderful things said about him, but of all things, he also is not just the person that is going to say yes to everything that you do. He is someone that is going to be a hard criticizer of things so that he can see everything be better. Kevin is not someone who's going to let things slide by and just say yes to everything. He's going to work with you, and he's going to make sure that everyone is putting out the best legislation possible, whether it has to be through a bunch of edits or just, looking at it together and saying, wow, this is fantastic. Kevin Farrell is one of the leaders that I think is extraordinary, especially since he's not in a leadership role yet. Someone that I've gone to a lot for advice, and someone who floods my email every day with meeting requests from several members of administration. And so I just want to speak on his behalf and get that out there. But before we go, is there anyone else that would like to speak on his behalf? Okay. So we are now going to move into a vote. And with a vote of 10-0-0, he has been confirmed as the Government Operations Chair. Can someone please let him in and hold your applause until he gets here? Congratulations, Government Operations Chair Farrell. Are there any motions on the floor? Senator Scarmo?
Motion to inquire resolution number 26.
Are there any seconds?
A second.
Thank you, Senator Rhines. With a vote of 11-0-0, the motion to inquire has passed. Senator Scarmo, could you please come up and present your bill?
Good evening, everybody, and happy Tiger Tuesday. Essentially, my bill is in support of so recently we had our regular session in the actual Maryland House of Representatives and Senate. And I was looking through their different bills that they had passed for that session. And I turned one of them into this resolution that you're looking at now, like in support of it, like how can we support this bill? Which basically was to provide training to Maryland Department of Transportation workers to identify like victims of human trafficking. So I really like that bill. So in support of it, I made this resolution, which basically adds the human trafficking hotline to the back of the Towson University one card.
Are there any technical, non-debatable questions? Senator Hastings.
Could you just explain how the human trafficking hotline works in comparison to 911?
So the human trafficking hotline, they receive like specific training to deal with potential victims of human trafficking besides 911. And also I would say like response time.
Senator Rines.
Is the number on the back for like victims of human trafficking the call, or for all, I just answered my own question, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just to clarify, like the number on the back is if you were to identify a potential victim, that is the number you would call.
I recommend a member of the Senate yield their time to Attorney General Sonia. Senator Kay Williams. I yield my time to Attorney General Sonia.
Okay, so I see that you say on here that it would be added on to the back of all future printed Towson University one cards. So for everybody else, what's the plan on getting them the updated one card? Like, would you suggest that the first new edition of this one card be free for everyone? Or do you? But yeah, that's the question. Oh, wording. So I guess I would ask, would you consider within this bill that the new printed cards be issued to all Towson University students for free? Or does that make sense? Okay. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so I would say that like, yes, I'm not sure exactly how they distribute out like one cards, but I'm thinking of a specific example of like when they updated the design of the one card and when it became the one card, how they redistributed that to students. I would use that as an example. Also, I know that the auxiliary services is planning to make one cards digital in the near future. So I assume all the numbers there would be posted there as well, so everyone could be able to access it in the future. And also as like more context, I did speak with a member of the auxiliary services, like a staff member, and she said that this was doable, so.
Are there any other questions? Senator Kay Williams.
So I did notice that there weren't any other universities listed that do have this kind of hotline on their student identification card. So would that mean that Towson would be the first to do it if this legislation were to be passed?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? I recommend a member of the Senate yield their time to Director Reyes. Senator Kay Williams.
I yield my time to Director Reyes.
I'm just curious on like the statistics of like human trafficking, like here in Maryland and Baltimore in general. Like, is it pretty high?
I haven't seen the stats for human trafficking for Maryland. The main purpose of me like making this resolution was the fact that they made the bill to provide training for Maryland Department of Transportation workers. So I assume it's present enough in Maryland. Wait, actually, I did watch a video of the General Assembly, and yes, like human trafficking in Maryland. Maryland was cited as like a hub for human trafficking. Sorry, I just remembered.
Are there any other questions? Appropriations Chair Miller.
Are there any resources that are currently available through Towson University for education of human trafficking, similar to George Washington University?
Not on the website that's similar to GWU, but there is a convention that Towson holds for human trafficking, but it's only for child human trafficking. It's not for like college students or adults.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, here none, see none. Thank you, Senator Scarborough. Are there any motions on the floor? Senator, Government Operations Chair Burrell.
Motion to inquire resolution 27.
Are there any seconds?
I second.
Thank you, Senator K. Williams. With a vote of 10-0-0, the motion to inquire from Senate Resolution number 27 is passed. Can President Pro Tempore Kelly please come and present your bill?
Good evening, everybody. So resolution number 27 deals with the Student Emergency Grant Fund. And it's asking them to expand eligibility for student parents and caregivers, specifically for childcare costs and dependent care costs. Basically for students who might not qualify for federal programs, who might not reach Pell Grant eligibility, might not be in good academic standing, then they could use this as sort of a one-time way to basically fix their situation, and so that way they can maintain their academic progress. That way they don't have to drop out or in any other situations.
Okay. Are there any technical, non-debatable questions? Okay. Senator Rhines?
How do you, if this resolution gets passed, how do you plan on like spreading the word that this is a resource that's available?
Yeah, so I've reached out to their office. So basically the way the fund works, it's not funded through student fees. It's funded through donor contributions. So they would probably have to meet and talk about whether or not that's something in their office that they could expand on, because something I do touch on is that, for example, since we would be asking them to expand this, more people might be requesting funds, so they might need to ask for more funds. So that's something they would also have to consider.
Senator C. Williams?
I was just wondering how like the maintenance of the funds work, I guess, like with alternative funding, I know it's like available until depletion, so like how would like the funding work in this case?
It gets until, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. Hold on.
Any other questions? I recommend a member of the Senate yield their time to Director Fleury. Senator K. Williams? I yield my time to Director Fleury. Thank you.
Have you been able to speak with any students of like in the situation who may help with advocating or like any words or anything like that?
Not specifically. I do know that student parents make up a very like small percentage of the university. So kind of with this, the way I was looking at it is that it will probably help a small percentage of students, but in the end, it would still help them. And there's really no downside to including this in the grant fund.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions? Right here, none, see none. Thank you, President Pro Tempore Kelly. We are now going to move into announcements. Does anyone have an announcement? Deputy Chief of Staff Bullock.
Hi, everyone. I just have one quick announcement. If you haven't, come to the executive cabinet office to get your breast cancer cert. Like today's like the last day to grab it. So if you know you haven't gotten it yet, just come back there and get it. And that's literally it.
Any other announcements? Director Flurry?
I guess I'll just say again, there's an event going on in Pause 6 p.m. This ends at 9 p.m. So if you can stop by, please go ahead. We need more SGA faces. Also, I was going to ask if we have any updates on when the walk would be.
It's gonna be on the 15th of November. Yeah, it's only cold, so bring your winter coat. Tell your parents bring it up to campus if you don't got it. Yeah.
Can you repeat that? Which one is
Breast cancer awareness.
Yes. I have a question for you. Yeah, okay. My question is regarding the strengths test. You said that a PDR will be issued, or I think you also said like a PDR was issued before.
I said it will be issued.
Oh, okay.
It was due last Friday.
Oh, I don't know.
Any other questions? Thank you.
If you cannot make it to the breast cancer walk, and you know you can't now, after being told it's November 15th, 2025, do an absence request or else. I mean, yeah. By Friday, we have a deadline for Friday.
Are there any other announcements? All right, I'll do mine now. Empty. All right, so it was already spoiled earlier in this General Assembly, but it's a very special birthday today. And so I'm gonna make us all sing happy birthday to Advisor Harris. So on the count of three, we're gonna start. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right, any other announcements? Okay, are there any motions on the floor? Appropriations Chair Miller.
Motion to adjourn.
Are there any seconds? Thank you, Senator Kay Williams. With a vote of 10-0-0, General Assembly has been adjourned.
Right.